latest breaking stories, only on News 13.
Maine may not be one of the top apple-producing states in the country, but don't let that fool you. Some of the best-tasting apples you'll find do come from Maine, and now's the time to take advantage of that.
Doug Rafferty knows that firsthand, as we saw in that video just a moment ago. And he's here to tell us how the season's going so far.
Tasted good, by the way.
I bet.
It's been a good year for apples, and an even better year for people who like apples. So instead of getting the view of the big growers, we hit one of the smaller ones. And as we discovered, an apple orchard is the place to be.
The Mac has freckles, so Mr. Mac has freckles.
That's just the beginning of the education that Turner Hansel hands out at his orchard in North Yarmouth. He and wife Margie care for about 130 trees, mostly of the Macintosh and Cortland varieties.
This orchard is older than most of the people in town.
Some will just see apple trees here. Turner, however, sees the history that's gone into this ground.
These were planted back in the 30s and 40s. They've been here through a lot of winters. So their roots are deep. They seem to withstand a lot of the weather issues that come around. But
this year has been a good one at the orchard. They've got bees for pollination, and about that rainy start to the summer.
Rain does not bother us. All that rain we had in June and July, you know, that made apples like this.
Yeah.
They're big and juicy.
Boy, I tell you, that's a meal in itself right there, isn't it?
You know, a lot of people tend to think of apple orchards in the fall. That's really the only time we think of them, but they're a year-round proposition.
So usually by the middle to the end of January, I'm out here, and my boys who are both in college are out here, and we're pruning. That's actually the part I enjoy the most.
Really? He could raise the apples commercially, and that would be about 4 days of harvesting. Turner prefers letting people enjoy the experience.
Oh, yeah. Not a crossword, people having picnics, people bringing their blankets and spreading it out and just enjoying what we have here. I said, man, I wouldn't do it any other way.
Margie, meanwhile, is in charge of the money and, best of all, the recipes.
I just tell people to try one, see what they like, and enjoy the day.
And they do. Doesn't get much better than that. Hansel's will be open on weekends and Wednesdays for another couple of weeks at least. The Cortlands are just coming into their own. The Macs are almost done. If you'd like more information, you can visit us on the web at WGME.com. And I did manage to bring back one.
One.
Oh, teacher's pet. Thank you.
I'll remember this next year.
Yeah, I know you will.
Thank you, Doug. I was really wanting one after that story. Coming up, why is this man smiling?
The practical joke, waiting for Tom Brady, and why this is supposed to make him feel more comfortable.
It is about time. So now we're both satisfied.